Greetings, fellow traveler, and welcome to another Stories of Skyrim video. Please, next to me on the fire, and listen well. Report of the Imperial Commission on the Disaster of Ionith. Part 1. Preparations. The Emperor's plans for the invasion of Akavir were laid in the 270s, when he began the conquest of the small island kingdoms that lay between Tamriel and Akavir. With the fall of Black Harbor in Ionith in 282, Uriel V was already looking ahead to the ultimate prize. He immediately ordered extensive renovations to the port, which would serve as the marshalling point for the invasion force as the main supply source throughout the campaign. At this time, he also began the construction of many large ocean-going transports that would be needed for the final crossing to Akavir, in which the navy was previously deficient. Thus, it can be seen that the Emperor's preparation for the invasion were laid well in advance, before even the conquest of Isronet was complete, and was not a sudden whim as some have charged. When Prince Bashoman yielded Isronet to the Imperial authority in 284, the Emperor's full attention could be devoted to planning for the Akaviri campaign. Naval expeditions were dispatched in 285 and 286 to scout the sea lanes and coastlands of Akavir, and various Imperial intelligence agents, both magical and mundane, were employed to gather information. On the basis of all this information, the kingdom of Sayesi in the southeast of Akavir was selected as the initial target for the invasion. Meanwhile, the Emperor was gathering his expeditionary force. A new, Far East fleet was created for the campaign, which for a time dwarfed the rest of the navy. It is said to be the most powerful fleet ever assembled in the history of Tamriel. The 5th, 7th, 10th, and 14th legions were selected for the initial landing, with the 9th and 17th to follow as reinforcements once the beachhead was secured. While this may seem to the layman to be a relatively small fraction of the army's total manpower, it must be remembered that this expeditionary force would have to be maintained at the end of a long, continuous supply line. In addition, the Emperor and the army command believed that the invasion would not be strongly opposed, at least at first. Perhaps, most crucially, the Navy had only enough heavy transport capacity to move 4 legions at a time. It should be noted that the Commission does not find fault with the Emperor's preparations for the invasion, based on the information available prior to the invasion, which, while obviously deficient in hindsight, great effort had been made to accumulate. The Commission believes that the Emperor did not act recklessly or imprudently. Some have argued that the expeditionary force was too small. The Commission believes that, on the contrary, even if shipping could have been found to transport and supply more legions, an impossibility without crippling the trade of the entire empire, this would have merely added to the scale of the disaster. It would have not averted it. Neither could the rest of the empire be denuded of legions. The memory of the Camarian usurper was still fresh, and the Emperor believed, and this Commission agrees, that the security of the empire precluded a larger concentration of military force outside of Tamriel. If anything, the Commission believes that the expeditionary force was too large. Despite the creation of 2 new legions during his reign, and the recreation of the 5th, the loss of the expeditionary force left the Empire in a dangerously weak position relative to the provinces, as the current situation makes it all too clear. This suggests that the invasion of Akavir was beyond the Empire's current strength. Even if the Empire could have fielded and maintained a larger force in Akavir, the Empire may have disintegrated behind him. Thank you for listening to today's Story of Skyrim video. I hope you enjoyed, and I may have a little bit of news on the front with ABGUS Gamer, he may be picking up some narrations for me. So it may be a 1 week. I'll be narrating the next week. He'll be narrating. I'm not too sure. We'll work it out though. So make sure to give him some love when he comes back. So anyways, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and share the video with any other Skyrim friends. And until then, may your ships not sail to Akavir and get completely destroyed by the Akaviri forces.